Greetings and welcome back, Carnivores, to Carnivore Confidential. I'm Dougie the Butcher. Today, a little bit of housekeeping. I've got some knives to sharpen and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. Critical to keep your knives sharp and in good shape at all times, because a dull knife is a dangerous knife. You're working too hard against the blade, you're working too hard against the knife itself, and it's so easy to slip and cut yourself badly. You cut yourself way worse with a dull knife than you ever would with a sharp one. Not that it's fun to cut yourself with a sharp knife either, because that's no fun either. Ask any old school butcher like me to show them their non-knife holding hand, and they can display all kinds of really nasty scars. And I have enough to prove that I was around long before safety equipment was a really good idea. So let's get busy. Let's go upstairs and sharpen some knives. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Reese Warden. He is the son of, hold on please, hang on a second, Reese Warden. He is the boyfriend of one of my co-workers' daughters. And he makes hot sauce. He follows what I do. He likes what I do. And he sent along a bottle of hot sauce to work with his mother-in-law last week. And I hope it's not too hot that I need to call my lawyer, Reese. But anyway, let's get busy with the knives. Come on upstairs. Stay hungry, you guys. All right, knife sharpening 101. Let's get busy. I've got 2 whetstones with 4 different grades of grit on them. I've got my starting stone at 400, goes to 1000. And then finishing stones go from 3000 grit to 8000 grit. They're whetstones, which means that it's a really good idea to keep them wet. Also, they come with this little rubber housing that you can stick them in, and it kind of sort of prevents them from moving. But I find that if you wet a paper towel a bit, and we're going to start with 400, and then put your rubber on top, that should keep it from moving around a whole lot. Get it inside that rubber housing. Okay, now I've got a knife here that's pretty rough shape. There we go. Again, keep water handy, because it's a good idea to add water to the stone as you're going. A little bit of mud is going to build up on top of the stone itself. That's okay. That helps with abrasion, helps with the grit, helps with the sharpening process. The whole idea is to keep firm pressure on the knife and keep the angle consistent. All right, so I like to, no, not a lot of people like to do this, but I like to start with a circling motion like this and go the entire length of the blade. And then come back. And go the entire length of the blade. And come back. Now we're going to change over to the other side, but I'm going to still use this. I'm right-handed, so I'm still going to use the same motion, but it's going to be in reverse. All the way down to the heel, all the way up to the tip. Now we'll do it a little bit less. I'm just getting the blade ready for what passing strokes like this. All right. So again, all right. Now you can see we've got a little bit of mud buildup on here. That's okay. That's what we want. A little bit more water. Now I'm going to be doing passing strokes like this, and I'm going to count. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to go to 10, and then 10 on this side, and then 9 on this side, and 9 on this side, 8 on this side, and so on. Okay, it's boring and tedious. I'll fast forward through it, but this is what I'm going to do. All the way through. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Switch it over. 1, 2, 9, 10. Back to the other side. 9. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. Same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1. 1, 1. What's your stone? 1, 1. 1, 1. Okay, folks. Now we're going to go over to the next stone, which is the next finer grit, which in this case is 1,000. Drop it into your block, wet it. Same thing, only I'm not going to do the circle motion this time. I'm just going to go past this, and I'm going to start with 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Enough with that stone. We are going to swap that. I'm going to put that back in the water. I'm going to swap that stone out for a 3,000 grit. Back into my rubber deck. And the same thing again. Passing, starting with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5. 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Flip it over. Finishing grit. 8,000 grit. Polishing stone. Let's rinse that knife off. How are we doing? Oh yeah. Your polishing grit, 8,000. Turn your stone around. Very good. Very good. All right, folks, that wraps that up. Just carry on doing the same thing with each and every one of your knives. Remember, if you've got a knife that has a greater angle, you want to keep that angle consistent when you're putting your pressure on your blade as you're sharpening it. If it's got a steeper angle like that, again, you want to keep your pressure and your angle consistent as you sharpen your knife, no matter which angle you're putting on it. All right. I would say that a boning knife has a much steeper. I wouldn't say. I can tell you that a boning knife has a much steeper angle than like a chef's knife. So, all right, folks, that's it for today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Thursday at 6 o'clock for a new upload. I'm Dougie the Butcher, and stay hungry, you guys.